Yeah, I'm sitting by with John Doc.
Ahoy, matey!
Yeah?
Dude. Guys, welcome back to another video on the John Doc Daily YouTube channel. We're here on the Scout doing more work. Hopefully we get this thing done quick. We have an appointment at 1:30, Dave, to put it in the water.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's an hour and a half to get this wrapped up. You know what you guys are saying? What are you doing, John? What are you doing? So, let's give you guys the rundown. We are on our 2019 Scout 355 LXF. Had Seakeeper ride installed. Hunter Burtron Marine. Dude, I can't say it right. I don't know. I called it Burtron Marine. It was wrong. It's Burtron Marine. He did the install on it. The install is absolutely badass. When I got the original quote from Seakeeper, we did a little deal with them. They had an additional screen that they said you had to run. We hooked it up to the Mercury MFD, which is essentially Simrad. We were able to go through and set it up and program it, and everything worked fine. We used the keypad to operate it, but I couldn't do any like custom command curves. So that's not ideal. We popped this out. This is for my Seakeeper gyro. We're installing a little 5-inch Garmin TD50 in there now. So we can do, really just for tuning, we're gonna dial in the setup. We're going to set our command curves. So we're gonna try to eliminate the bow rise, because it still had some bow rise. And this is one thing that I think a lot of people are mistaken with the Seakeeper ride, is does it make a world of difference going from standard trim tabs to Seakeeper ride? Yes, night and day difference. Like, I don't think I will ever own a boat without Seakeeper ride on it. Was it eliminating the bow rise and finely tuned? No, you have to do that yourselves, which I don't think a lot of people understand. Or, you know, I think that like there's a lot of customers that probably don't want to fine tune it themselves. I do, because I'm like a nerd like that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna install the screen, and what this other screen does as well is it's going to act as our like entertainment center, because right now I got 3 12-inch Garmins, and if I want to change my radio, change my Bluetooth, skip song, I have to, like, let's just say I have engines on this, nav chart on that, depth finder over there. I gotta like drop my nav chart or one of the 3, pull up the media, change it. Well, now right up here, once we have the Seakeeper ride set up, there's no, I mean, I can have it up there as a display, or I can have the media up there, so you can just always have an option, boom, right there, change your music. So I think it will be nice, and man, I'm gonna be adding these 5-inch Garmin TD50s everywhere. Bro, I think we need to add about 6 more, don't you think? They're just kind of cool. Where is it? Really is it up here still?
Yeah, it's on, no, it's right here.
Show it to him one time. Dude, it's badass.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It is really nice.
You can use them for like light control, navigation, music. I mean,
easy install too. So what we got right out here, God, I can't even speak English, I'm so fired up. We have to cut this out to set the screen in. No, let me see that bad unit. Sorry, Dave is wiring. Dave feels like he's back at AT&T, about to ruin someone's carpet with the damn runner, installing some Cat 5. So I have to make this fit, so I'm going to cut this out. And knock that out. We'll lay the Garmin screen in there, which, as you see, it covers all of that, so it'll be nice and flush. And then it's got some little like trim pieces that cover the hardware, the screws. So we're gonna get this knocked out. I'm gonna work on this. Dave's working on the wiring. We're trying to go from up here down, and it's a nightmare. Dave, rate it 1. Oh God, it's like you came out the womb right there.
It's not ideal. We've got this fish tape somewhere in there. You can kind of like hear it, but I can't see it, so we gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
Does it sound like it's down there?
Hold on, let me put this up, guys. I'm gonna clock in. All right. I feel like I'm hitting something.
Brother, I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
I got it.
You ready for this?
Oh hell, dude! All you needed was me. Dave's been working on this for an hour.
I'm not a one-man show, all right? All right, now we got electrical tape in the van. We'll electrical tape the new cable to that cable. We'll yank it down. Dude, this thing was sitting in the sun.
Oh my God.
It's got some curve to it.
Where does that go? Oh, that goes in that bottom piece. Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah. God dang.
Yeah, that's what I grabbed it and got it out of the way real quick.
Yeah, it's just crazy, dude. Dude, look at that Gemlux.
Ooh, dude. Shout out Gemlux.
Dude.
I think that's probably a sufficient tape.
Nice, dude. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna start pulling here. I'm gonna leave this here so you guys can get Dave's reaction. You guys can't see Dave's face. A little bit.
We can use the boat next to us.
Yeah.
When we're almost at the entry point, and then I'll feed it through. All right, keep going. All right, I'll slow down. Let me get it in the hole.
Oh, it does not want to move.
Keep going. I think we're like in the hole. Yeah, we're in the hole. Okay, we're feeding down now. So slowly, like, you know, easily.
I got it. I got it.
And when you get to that hole, you might have to wiggle it around to get it through the actual wood. Just give it a little, not like a hard.
Bro, listen, I don't think you understand when I say it doesn't want to move. I'm not just playing with it here. I'm serious with it.
Huh.
Let me stick my finger in the hole. See what I can feel.
Yeah, I mean, we can try.
Here, you come feel this so you understand how just it's not user error. Dude, who designed this shit, you know?
But what's going to happen with it having that much tension is just going to pull off the fish tape.
Yeah, no, I mean, just keep pulling, I guess, if you got it through that one. If you can stick your finger in that hole, right? Oh, you're really going now.
Am I?
Yeah, you just
keep watching it. Keep watching. Is it doing anything?
Not right now, but it did just.
All right, hold on. Keep watching. It might
It might be at the hole.
It might poke through in just a second.
Oh!
We were just caught into the fiberglass.
The wood?
Yeah, the wood.
Dude, hell yeah, dude.
Nice, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's awesome. That's huge right there.
That's huge, dude. Huge.
Dude, we got lines run. Got John cleaning it up. Getting it tucked.
Gotta get in that downward dog to really get the install complete.
Oh yeah, dude.
Look at this.
Right over to the Seakeeper ride module. Go keep it up out the water.
Yeah, no, it's up out the water.
All right. Dude, we're on the home stretch.
Do you have some zip ties up here?
Yeah, I'll grab some. Oh, whoa. Garmin install going too good.
Look at that. It looks
holes.
crooked. It looks like that a little bit, but this is not fine. This is just a hole, so we can clock it and then drill our holes. So I feel good about it. All right, I'm gonna freehand this.
Screw in 4 screws and then screw in 4 more screws. Plug in 3 plugs and put it on the water.
On the water. On the water. All right, guys, we are on the water. Install is complete.
Security, all stations, this is the United States Coast Guard.
You honestly can't make that up. If it's not the trains, it's the radio. But here we are on the water. There's a storm coming. We got the install done. We're gonna show you guys really quick what we did. I don't have any footage of being out on the boat today, but I'm sure I'll get somewhat of doing like a whole shot because vast improvements just by upgrading some of the stuff. So Dave, hop on the boat. Let's give these guys the grand tour. And here we are. So what we got going on is we got our triple Garmin screens that was here before. We got our Seakeeper keypad. We got our Mercury Vessel View, I think that's what it's called. It's just like a Simrad MFD. The Seakeeper specific, this is for the gyro, and then this is the screen that we added, the Garmin TD50, and I think it looks absolutely great. Big shout to Dave, help with the install. Game changer for sure. So let's talk about Seakeeper Ride really quick. If you guys have a boat, I don't really care what size it is. I would really look into investing in Seakeeper Ride. It completely changes the boat. Now, it doesn't just change it in the fact that it rides smoother. It's that it's just you press a button and you forget about it. Set it, forget it, enjoy the ride. Whether you have people walking on your boat left to right, whether you have some serious chop that you're navigating through, this is going to change the boat completely. This boat right here, it's a Scout 355 2019 stepped hull. It rides great, it handles great. I love it. My only complaint is it's not big enough. I'd want something a little bit bigger, but hey, every guy's problem, right? So when we first took this thing out with its standard, I think they were Linko trim tabs, the boat rode good, but you'd really notice a difference going on the intercoastal in oncoming wakes. Big notice when you're going with a wake that you're overtaking. It would really lift the boat to one side and really kind of like walk. And from the helm, feel like unsettling, because sometimes it would just really push you and you kind of are like fighting, you're chasing it, you're not really like super in control. But also when we took it offshore, it did great offshore, but every once in a while you would come over some waves and it would just land super hard. I mean, hard enough to the point that in the cabin it knocked the ceiling down. Like it's got like a pin-in ceiling with some like 12-volt LED lights, and it would just like fall and the 12-volt wires would hold it. Since put the Seakeeper Ride on it, first of all, when you take this thing offshore, it is an absolute game changer. I mean, we are rolling 30, 40 mile an hour in some serious chop. If you guys know, the coast off North Carolina is never really super calm. At least we haven't seen it every time we go out. And you just hammer down and this thing eats it up. You don't have to sit here and mess with the trim control. You literally, like for me, I set the autopilot, I set my speed, and I sit back and it goes to work. And I would used to pull the Seakeeper Ride screen up on this display and you could just see the tabs just working the whole time. So that right there was huge in itself, and I was like, wow. But there's also a lot of people that don't go offshore. And for those people that don't go offshore, just riding around here, when I first put it on, I was like, man, I don't know if it's really worth it for the money. After having it and being out on it, it's 100% worth it. When you're going into some wakes, dude, this thing, it does not care. Like it's nothing. The biggest thing that I've noticed is when you are overtaking going through someone's wake, it really reduces that lean and push and kind of like change your direction. It really does take that out. So what we installed this for was to really get the fine tuning. So we'll show you guys what we got going on right now. The Scout 355 is known to have some pretty serious bow rise, which it does. So when I had the Seakeeper Ride on the Simrad MFD, it didn't have, it was only on a view mode. I couldn't touch it. So we installed this so we can go in solely for this feature. So we can go in here and go to settings and trim command curve. And what this is pretty much telling the system how much you will allow it to have authority of the trim tabs at certain speeds. So 5 and 10 mile an hour, this thing is not trying to get on plane, we're just putting around. I see no need for the trim tabs to be down trying to level out the ride. I don't see it, so I'm 0 on that. Now when you first install the system, it's everything 0. So the boat still had bow rise. So if you install this on your boat and you're not gonna mess with this and you expect the bow rise to completely disappear, that's not gonna happen. And I think this is something that everyone that has Seakeeper Ride should be aware of, that like you can go in here and adjust it. So if you go here, let's click on 15 mile an hour, we have 70% authority. So when we're going 15 mile an hour, it's deploying the tabs 70%. We were able to drop our cruise speed, our minimum cruise speed, I would say, from 30 to what, 21? 20 mile an hour?
I saw the valve drop whenever it hit 20, that on that very last test we made.
So I have a camera over here because the bow rise was so bad. Where is it? I have a camera, it's a night vision camera also, but I would leave this up during the day because the bow rise was so bad when you were trying to get on plane, you would have to like look over here because you couldn't see. This right here, absolute game changer. Almost 10 mile an hour, we get on plane quicker. So this is like, this section right here, 0 to 27 and a half, really 25 is they consider the whole shot, and then you have the auto trim. I haven't messed with the auto trim because I don't have any issues. The bow is not up when we are riding. The boat rides great. So, 30 plus, I just let it do its thing. Also, if you're having trim tabs down a bunch, you're going to kind of be fighting it. Like, you're going to be hurting your fuel economy and stuff. So once this thing's moving, whatever it does is great. But the biggest thing, I'm at 70%, 15 mile an hour, 20 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour, and 30 mile an hour, which it doesn't really even need it at 30 because it's already up on plane, is 20%. But just the fact that we were able to change how quick this thing gets on plane.
It might have a little bit more in it too.
I mean, you got to think, if we put it at 100%, it might drop it down even faster.
We just got to keep testing it.
Before, if I have people on the boat, if I have people on the bow, Alora's up there, and we're cruising, I have to cruise at 30 mile an hour. When I get anything below 28, the bow starts coming up and I can't see. So for the girls that are riding up front, they got to be going, they're eating 30 mile an hour the entire day. Yeah. So the fact that
it's not ideal to only have to go 30 all the time.
100%. Having the ability to go slower. So now that we can stay on plane at 20 miles an hour, that is a huge game changer. So the Seakeeper ride for me, I'm completely sold on it. It's a great investment. I also think, like this boat here, I don't think this is our forever boat. I think this is a good, I don't want to call it a starter boat, but it's definitely a stepping stone boat. This is like my Concept 30 was just bare bones. I learned how to operate a boat. I learned how to dock. I learned how to drive. This thing here is way more capable, and I want something with another motor and a little bit bigger. But this has got all the bells and whistles to really get you acclimated into that like next level of boats. I think that having Seakeeper ride on there, if I put this on the market and there's 4 or 5 other Scout 355s, which people are looking for, I get DMs all the time on my Instagram and on my Facebook, people interested in buying this boat, even though I don't have it listed for sale. I don't know how many others have Seakeeper ride out there that are listed for sale. So if I list this for sale, I feel like that right there in itself is going to be a huge selling point. The boat already has a Seakeeper. I think the integration, putting this screen right next to this, so like you literally got your Seakeeper ride. Sorry, it's a small screen. You got your Seakeeper ride and you got your Seakeeper right there. I think it's the perfect fit. And also one thing that I thoroughly enjoy is, so like if I have my screen set up, this one will usually be my transducer, right? Which I've got to turn this off. One thing that I've learned is always turn it off when you get back to the dock in case they pull it out of the water and leave it on. If you got your sonar up here, your chart plotter, and you got your fuel economy, your engines, whatever else you're looking at, if you want to change the radio, you have to go in here, and then you have to go to AV gauges and go to media. Is it that big of a deal? No. But if there's a lot of stuff going on, that's some stuff that you really don't want to have to do. So what you can do now is just go right here. Oh, I clicked it twice. And then boom, that is hooked into through the NEMA network. I mean, it's perfect. So for us, it's great. If you want to sit there and watch the Seakeeper ride because you spend a lot of money on it, if you want to watch it work, you can have it up there and watch it work. I would, if I were to do this again, right, and let's just say all these screens were compatible, I probably would still add that, honestly. I really would. Just
I like it for the media.
I like it's multifunction. Yeah. I like it for the Seakeeper stuff. Now, if your screens are compatible with the Seakeeper ride, you obviously don't have to add that. Just do that. But just for media alone, I would add that. That costs $570, and we installed it in an hour and a half. You can't beat that. So that's gonna wrap it up. We are gonna have. I'm gonna try to get some footage of us running the boat. Offshore is where the Seakeeper ride shines. It's tough to really show how badass it is.
On the intercoastal, just battling other boats, I think it's...
I got a video. I took a video when we were going over some wake. I mean, the boat just feels rock solid.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, it's incredible.
It really is incredible. It is a game changer. This is not a paid advertisement for Seakeeper Ride. They gave me a little deal on it, said make some videos on it, and but I'll be honest, that's my thing. Even like with the racing stuff and all that, I'm going to give you my honest review. If a company gives me a product and it's shit, I'm going to tell you it's shit. But this product is far from shit. This product actually is the shit. So that's how I would say. So that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching the John Doc Daily YouTube channel. If you guys are interested in getting a Seakeeper ride installed, I can get you up with Hunter, Burtron Marine. He did the install on this, and Tri-C Stabilizers and Seakeeper helped source all the parts. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope to get fishing here in the next couple weeks.